I'm Albert.
I'm Rev.
And today we got another good one for you in the same state as the last one.
And we got good old Vanderbilt coming up this week. And for today, we're just, doing the same old stuff, what we think is how their season's going to go. And then, we'll just go down the teams and just give our thoughts on them. First off, we got Vanderbilt versus Georgia. What do you think about Georgia and Vanderbilt this year, Rev?
Well, Rev and... What? No. Is it that simple? Simple. Georgia's got way too much talent. Mm-hmm. Vanderbilt's going to have a new quarterback next year. Running game is still going to be strong, but you don't know how your quarterback is going to be. If Georgia stops your running game, what do you have? You ain't got a passing game. Georgia will win this game at least by 20.
Yeah, I'm with you. Georgia's got a really tough rushing offense. These boys will run and run and run until you cannot just catch up with them. That's what I love about this Georgia offense. These boys can run, and they always have a new running back that's fresh and just ready to go. Also, with Vanderbilt, like he said, new quarterback, so they don't know what he's going to do, which it could be a problem for Georgia. This boy could be good, but Vanderbilt's defense just is not good enough for this Georgia offense. I also chose Vanderbilt to lose this year against Georgia by about 20 to 30 points.
Next game is at Purdue.
Ooh, Purdue.
The Boilermakers. Vanderbilt has proven that against any non-conference game that is not in a bowl game, they can win. Or they'll give you a run for your money. Notre Dame, who went to the playoffs this year, they only beat Vanderbilt by, I think it was like 6 points.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, come on now. Vanderbilt will give you at least gives the non-conference games a run for their money.
Oh yeah.
So I chose them to win against Purdue.
Yeah, I am with you on that. Vanderbilt is a better team when it comes to these non-conference games, especially against these small teams. Vanderbilt, for some reason, is wonderful against all these teams. But for some reason, when they meet all these SEC teams, they just can't win. It don't make sense. But I also chose Vanderbilt to win against Purdue. Oh, next we got good old LSU. Yeah, there's no really a conversation about this one. I think, is it at Death Valley this year, or is it?
No, it's at Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt has the home field advantage, but there's not enough Vanderbilt fans to make that stadium loud.
Right.
It's just that stadium's too small. It's a freaking high school stadium. Our high school stadium here is bigger than that stadium. I mean, it's too small. The opposing team is the one that usually comes and sees the games. You pretty much what you see at Vanderbilt home games is the Vanderbilt alumni and the people that go to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I'm with him. This right here is just going to be a massacre. I know LSU is going to score at least 30, 40 points on this team here. Vanderbilt is going to allow a whole lot of rushing and passing. It's just their defense is not ready for this LSU team. Watching LSU play last year, these boys had a tough running game. And this quarterback, and he's still new, was he a junior this year?
What,
LSU's quarterback?
Yeah, he's coming back, and Dorsett's coming back.
Oh, Dorsett's coming back?
Yeah, the running back's coming back too.
Big L.
Big L.
Big L, yep.
Next game is against Northern Illinois. Win.
Weird.
Like I said, Vanderbilt proven time and time again that they would give non-conference games a run for their money if it's not a bowl game.
Right. I'm with him. This is not a really hard decision here. Northern Illinois, just their small team compared to Vanderbilt, and I think Vanderbilt is going to just play their best against these non-conference teams. Next up, we got at Ole Miss. I chose for an upset this year against Ole Miss. I say that Vanderbilt will cause a whole lot of problems for Ole Miss because here lately, Ole Miss just is not the team that they used to be. I think Vanderbilt is going to run all over this Ole Miss defense because Ole Miss's defense have allowed a whole lot of points against them last year. What do you think?
I chose Vanderbilt to beat Ole Miss. The talent on Vanderbilt's team versus the talent for Ole Miss's team is by a big margin. Ole Miss has the better talent team. Vanderbilt is the more smarts team. Vanderbilt will outsmart you more than they will beat you by talent. And that is proven time and time again. And once again, Vanderbilt will beat Ole Miss.
Yeah, that's not really a hard question there.
Our next game is up against UNLV. Win. Like I said, against non-conference games, Vanderbilt will win. And I'm sticking to my decision. Vanderbilt wins.
Well, I can't. I chose them to lose this game. I can't choose them to win every game, and I put down that they're probably going to lose this game because they're going to come back with this Ole Miss game, and if they do win, I feel like they're going to have these cocky attitudes, and they're going to start slipping on their plays. They're going to start messing up, and I think they're going to lose.
You want to call this one?
Yeah, I got this one. Next game is Missouri. Good old Missouri. I chose Vanderbilt to win against Missouri this year. Reason why, like we said, they have this new quarterback with Missouri. And this boy, he's a running quarterback. And Missouri's team is known to pass. That's all I've known about Missouri is their pass, pass, pass. And I think this Vanderbilt defense is going to shut this new quarterback down. What do you think?
No.
No?
Missouri beats Vanderbilt. This is about right the time Missouri starts picking up their schedule. If you heard me in some of the other videos when I mentioned Missouri. Missouri starts picking up their tempo and starts showing who is the better team.
Okay. I mean, that's understandable. Next game is at South Carolina. I say, with it being at South Carolina and with South Carolina, they played very well last year. I say that South Carolina is going to win against Vanderbilt this year. Reason why, Vanderbilt's passing defense still isn't the best in town. And South Carolina, I have a feeling they're going to throw all over them.
Yeah, South Carolina's going to win. I don't think Vanderbilt has the team motivation about towards the end of the season like they normally do. If it's towards the beginning of the season, that's when you want to look at Vanderbilt. Towards the end of the season, and unless it's against Tennessee, you start to see them slip a little bit. And I had them losing to South Carolina.
Oh, yeah. Next game
is at Florida, baby.
Loss. I'm going to go ahead and say that's an L for them because Florida's just too good of a team to play against Vanderbilt. Also, they got the at-home advantage. So, this Florida team is going to be all over these boys. Felipe Franks had a hell of a season last year. And watching that bowl game, how he did against Michigan, the boy has made a whole lot of improvements on the way he throws the ball. And he is such a smart quarterback. I think this boy is going to destroy this Vanderbilt defense. Also, with this running game that Florida's got, Florida's running game is dangerous. Like, they put up how many yards last year?
I think between Jordan Scarlett and Lil Michael Piron, they put up over 2,000 yards, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh, Piron's going to be a problem.
Just normally say 1,000 apiece, and we get Piron back this year. So, we'll be looking for that workhorse like we need it.
Oh, hold on. There's more. How many recruits has Florida gotten already?
Well, we're ranked 8th nationally, and we, I'm just saying, I believe next year is our year.
I mean, yeah, I'm with you. Now, on the other hand, this Florida defense, these boys made a whole lot of improvement.
Yeah.
But I just say Florida's got this game.
Yeah, Florida wins this game. Next game is versus Kentucky.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt has bad luck against Kentucky, and I still think that luck will continue. Kentucky wins this by 10 points.
I think Vanderbilt's not going to lose back-to-back this year. I think Vanderbilt could pull an upset against Kentucky because, like we said in the past videos, this is getting the run to their last couple of games, and this is when they don't play their hardest.
Yeah. Next game is against Eastern Tennessee State University.
That's a W.
W. Like I said again, against non-conference games, Vanderbilt shows that they can prove to be winners.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And last but not least, Tennessee.
At Tennessee. If you've seen the last video, you already know this prediction. If you haven't, if you're just new, we done said that Vanderbilt is going to win this game and win it big this year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This Tennessee defense has been looking terrible. And I believe Vanderbilt is going to run all over this Tennessee defense.
Yep. Alrighty. Well, like we said in the past, I chose Vanderbilt to go 6-6.
I chose them to go 7-5.
And we're going to let our coin decide. Like always, I'm tails, he's heads. Heads. Vanderbilt goes 7-5 this year.
Oh, yeah. Well, guys, just real quick, we need your support. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell so you can get notifications when we post up videos. Also, our, what's the other page?
Patreon page. Don't forget our Patreon page. That's also another way how we can get our name out there, and that's how you can make your donations to help us out here to grow our channel as we can. I'll leave a link to the description, and y'all go ahead and check that out. Post comments on there, or make your donation. Do whatever y'all need to do to make y'all make it feel okay for us. And, you know, just get our names out there.
Oh, yeah, please. Our next video will be on Auburn.
Our next video will be against Auburn. We'll see you. I'm Albert.
And I'm Rev.
Y'all have yourself a good night.
See y'all.